Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I am AdamMcKola. Hope you guys are all doing well. So, Anthony Martial is being quoted left, right and centre. He's done an interview with France Football, and we very rarely get to hear from the Frenchman, don't we? He rarely comes out and speaks after games, you know, press conferences. He rarely does interviews. I've been trying to get an interview with him ever since he came to Manchester United, and as of yet, have failed to do so. But he's given an interview to France Football, and he has said a lot about Van Gaal, about Solskjaer, about Mourinho, about his time at Manchester United so far. And there's some pretty damning quotes in there. Now, Anthony Martial has had an up and down career at Manchester United, hasn't he? He came onto the scene, he blew our minds, he's a fantastic footballer, and when you look at his collection of goals, he's scored some absolutely fantastic goals. Twice he was our top goal scorer, and we've had periods where we thought this man is going to absolutely tear it up, but then because of injury, or he's taken out of the team, or he falls out with a manager like Mourinho, just didn't fancy him, then you've seen dips in Anthony Martial's play as well, maybe lack of confidence at times, but he is maturing. He's of an age now where he should be delivering. And Erik ten Hag has come in, and we've seen a revitalised Anthony Martial. Although injured in pre-season, he was fantastic. We've seen him have a little cameo against Liverpool. You know, that's the only minutes he's been able to deliver because of his injury. But we've seen a player that I feel is vitally important to the way Manchester United attack, especially when you look at our other alternatives. Now, we could go out and buy a super expensive striker and he becomes our first choice. Cool. But with what we have, Anthony Martial is so important to Manchester United. And we'll discuss why. We'll look at these quotes from him. And of course, we want your thoughts in the comments below as well. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button, please, guys. Get hitting that subscribe button. We want to hit 150k subscribers ASAP. And also head over to twitch.tv/AdamMcKola. Link is in the description below. And follow and subscribe over there because we're doing so much more there as well. But let's get stuck into these quotes from Martial. And then I'll tell you why I think is vitally important to Manchester United. So we heard from Anthony Martial, France Football. I've got all of these quotes from United Report. They have been quoted literally everywhere. Loads of different tabloids and different websites have taken the quotes. And for me, United Report just had them all there. So I've used United Report. Thank you to them for getting the quotes all together. But Anthony Martial said about Van Gaal. Once he made, I had a great relationship with Louis Van Gaal. The first season, I love to learn. And when a gentleman like him takes the time to make me watch videos of my matches, to explain things to me, it is the best. Once he made me come to watch videos to set me on fire when I had scored 2 goals. He wanted to talk to me about running angles, movement zones, etc. I said I understood, and he said he liked my character. So obviously, under Louis Van Gaal, he was top goal scorer. He did really well. Remember that goal against Everton along to winning the FA Cup, and how vitally important he was in that run. Obviously his debut goal and all those kind of things. We saw a very, very good performance that season from Anthony Martial as a young number 9, and he puts it down to his relationship with Van Gaal, who was working with him and showing him different ways of improving his game. I imagine Erik ten Hag is very much like that as well. We see how, you know, intricate Erik ten Hag is in terms of his coaching and his tactics, and I'm sure he's not getting into those finer details with the players. And if Anthony Martial liked that from Louis Van Gaal, he's going to like it from Erik ten Hag. On Mourinho, he said, it started with the story of my shirt number. During the holidays, he sends me a message to ask if I want to take the 11, explaining to me that it's great because it was worn by the legend Ryan Giggs. I tell him that I have great respect for Giggs, but I prefer to keep my number 9. When I returned, I see my jersey with the number 11. The story did not start well. He disrespected me straight up. He was talking about me in the press. He likes these games, but he also knows who he is doing it with. He knows that I'm 20 years old, and that if I say something, it is I who will be the young person who lacks respect and some real awareness of Anthony Martial and his role and his position at that time. And I suppose he is right, because there was kind of a story around, you know, him not wanting to work hard and stuff, which I find a bit, you know, untrue. Like he says, and we saw at the time, that he was absolutely tearing it up. Absolutely tearing it up. He was scoring goals, he was playing well, you know, and then he gets taken out of the team. And he, you know, says that he should have had a World Cup medal. He should have had a World Cup medal, and he didn't get that because of the fact that obviously he fell out of favour with Jose Mourinho. He mentions in the interview as well, he was the best player that season. And we all saw that at that time. You know, it was the 4-0 FC period where he'd come in, him and Rashford were doing really well, scoring goals. We get Alexis Sanchez in January and he's just taken out of the team. Huge setback for him. And again, like, I think there's been times in Martial's career where he's been responsible and he has to take some personal responsibility, or he's been injured, which again, you know, you're injured, you can't help it. But I do think in that instance, he could feel hard done by. He should have been in the squad, he should have been in the team, and the manager just didn't fancy him. So there you go. And it obviously didn't start off well. And people will say, oh, it's only a shirt number. What does a shirt number matter? To strikers and to players like that, they do matter. I mean, look at Antonio Valencia when he had the number 7 shirt. He couldn't perform. Now, different reasons, I know. And he changed back to 25. But shirt numbers do make a difference. They definitely do make a difference. He also spoke about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and his period under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And he says, given my game, if I can't accelerate, it becomes very complicated. He was injured at a time and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wanted him to play through that injury because he needed him. And he says, I get criticised. The coach never bothered to tell the media. I end up getting injured for good and I come back finished. I don't play anymore. I took it very badly. I had a feeling of injustice. You are asked to sacrifice yourself for the team and behind you are dismissed. For me, it's almost treachery, strong words. That's all I hate. I can be blamed, but not for being fake. So that's where it looks like the relationship, maybe, you know, there was other things going on with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in the dressing room as well, but maybe where his relationship with Anthony Martial broke down. He's getting played through injury. The manager doesn't say he's being played through injury, and then people are pointing out his poor performances and stuff. So you can understand the frustration there. He said the last 2 seasons I've regularly played through injury. People don't know that I couldn't accelerate during the 4 months following the COVID season. Solskjaer tells me that he needs me, so I play. He was talking about his body language as well, which was interesting. And he says a lot of people think you have to be a little comedian, and I see the players who show their rage so that the public and the media think they are motivated. All the media circus does not interest me. I cannot change to please others. Basically, I have to display my disappointment after a missed opportunity so that people don't say, oh, he doesn't really care. I'll tell you simply, I'm a footballer, not an actor. And on his consistency issues, he shows some real awareness. Says, I'm not immune to criticism. When people say I lack consistency, it's true. When I have my place, it often goes well. But when I've been used less, it's true that my performances have not been the same. It's a vicious cycle. I'm less efficient because I play less and therefore I play even less. When it's like that, I can sometimes drop out a bit. A player like Cavani, for example, he's at 3,000% even when given few minutes. So he's kind of aware of what kind of player he is and the attributes that he has, and maybe why he's not consistent. He needs to play regularly. And there are many players like that. He's not the only one. But to play regularly, you need to perform well. And that's the thing, when you're in a squad and you're getting rotated or you're in and out of the team, you need to take your chances when they come. You're not always going to get a run of games. As a young player, though, over the years, you do need to play. Now he's at an age, though, where he needs to be stepping up and he needs to be performing on a regular basis. Hopefully we get him fit. I think Erik ten Hag's going to treat him as he's done with Raphael Varane and build him back up slowly. We've got this, 2-week break probably now. We've got that game against Sheriff, the game against Leeds, probably going to be postponed. So then you're looking at the next game after that is Manchester City. He's got a history of playing well against Manchester City at the Etihad. And we'd like to get him fit for that game. I really think he's so important to the way we play, holding the ball, playing with his back to goal. Marcus Rashford's been excellent in stepping in and getting goals when he's been out, and Ronaldo's been out and all that. 3 goals, 2 assists, fantastic. But when he played down the middle against Arsenal, particularly in the first half, his goals came when he pulled out to the left and Ronaldo came on. I thought with his back to goal, he wasn't too good in terms of the aerial duels, in terms of winning the ball, bringing others into play. Anthony Martial does that fantastically well, which was evidenced in the goal that we saw scored against Liverpool in his short cameo, and we've seen it plenty of times before. There seems to be a maturity there at the moment. Hopefully Erik ten Hag's building a great relationship with him, and if he's aware of his consistency issues, you'd like to think he's doing the things to put that right. And we very rarely get to hear from him. And this interview, I've actually sat there and thought, I'm sitting there thinking, it's good to hear from him. He sounds like an intelligent lad who's aware of who he is and what he is as a footballer. And hopefully now, with the age that he's at, 25, 26, he need to be maturing and delivering and performing. And the loan move to Sevilla, you know, we thought he's going to go out there, score goals, come back to United ready to go, or maybe earn a move away and get a transfer or whatever, depending on what the new manager wanted. And maybe in a weird way, going away to Sevilla, you know, witnessing what it's like at another club, maybe not doing well. And I think maybe that could give you a little bit of maturity in a way, make you realise the opportunity that you have at Manchester United. And with the manager now coming in, Erik ten Hag, he's got a coach that's giving him an opportunity when he's fit. And he's got a style of play that will get the best out of him. I think he gets the best out of Anthony, Sancho, Rashford, all these front players. So he's going to have a big opportunity when fit. And this is his moment to grab it. Because if he doesn't grab it this season, we're going to buy a new striker. He's going to fall down. You know, who knows what? He's been here for a long time. This is the moment to really grasp it. And this interview actually gives me a little bit of confidence in that when he's back fit, hopefully he's someone that, you know, takes the opportunity. He's got his 9 shirt back. Let's see what he can do. But yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What did you make of that interview and the comments that he's made in that? And also, how important do you think he is to United? I think massively, massively important. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you're liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing as well. Who'd have thunk it, eh? Anthony Martial back at Manchester United, and when fit, keeping Ronaldo out of the team. Crazy turn of events. Till next time, see you in a bit.